Now, hey y'all. So, y'all should be able to see and hear me now. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let me know that y'all can see and hear me. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So, hey, y'all, I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes to come in the room. As y'all can see, I've been having some trouble getting my stream started. So, as some of y'all know, they took Google Hangouts away. So y'all can see here that I'm testing this. Hey, Taz. Hey, Theta. No, Cajun. I'm no longer using Google Hangouts. They took the Google Hangout service away. So this is my first time I'm going to be testing StreamYard. And then the videos that I uploaded last week, I use Zoom. So I'm going to be playing around with Zoom and StreamYard to see which one that I like the most. I have no idea why they got rid of Google Hangouts. I really don't know. I tried to Google to find more information, but I could never find information that said exactly why. So, hey, Daryl. Hey, Edward. Also, Cajun. And to everybody else, I've seen y'all request asking me about call-in shows. So one thing to let y'all know about me, like I'm really slow when it comes to like making decisions and working towards stuff. So, yeah, just like it took me forever to finally decide to do my first live video, and like it took me forever to like just actually even get on YouTube. So yeah, y'all, I've seen your requests. I'm contemplating it. It's definitely something I'm thinking about in the future. I have to see what kind of setup and everything, like what'll be the best way for me to do it, and you know how I'll go about doing it and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. I tried to delete the other one, y'all, because I couldn't even. So let me do it now so people won't be going over there waiting. I thought I deleted it, but let me double check. Hey, Pilu, we got the DMV checking in. Hey, David. I think I said hey to David. Hey, Boom Boom. Hey, Scott. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. And so I think I deleted the other one, Scott. But I couldn't log in by the way I was streaming it or whatever. What is Helena J birthday? Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday. I hope it's a good one. And I hope you have many, many more. Hey, Akeem. But, all right, y'all. So, it took me a while to get here, but I am here. So, as y'all know, there have been some shootings that have been going on, mass shootings. Okay. Let me get my screen up. I want to make sure I say the right places, the right cities, the right towns, because y'all been going in on people. Okay. So El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio, there were mass shootings that has basically stopped the nation in its tracks. This is what everybody has been talking about recently. And so, of course, we never want to see mass shootings. It's very unfortunate that some people could get to the point where, you know, you are so into what you're saying in the side of the aisle you're on that we have people at this point now that completely lack empathy And so I've been seeing a lot of people online who will try to skate around the issue like, yeah, it was a mass shooting, but more people die from the flu each year or something like that. And my thing is, you're absolutely free to say that, but people at the same time are absolutely free to tell you how ridiculous and how ridiculous you sound and completely lacking of empathy. So of course we never want to see. Hey Talonda. Oh, we got Chicago in the building. Hey Greg. But of course we never want to see, because y'all have to remember, like, I know we are constantly being hit by the media, and this happened and this tragedy, and this person died and this shooting happened over here. But regardless of the fact, y'all, these are, whether you believe these are false flags or not, there are real people dying. There are real people getting caught in the crosshairs of a very unfortunate situation. And a lot of us are being used as puppets and mouthpiece for elitists. And like I said, I just think that's really unfortunate. So I don't think we should ever get to the point where we're so caught up in these issues or just thinking about this where we completely ignore that people's lives are being lost. I feel the same exact way about when people would be like, Black Lives Matter, more white people are killed by the police. And it's like, so are you saying that's okay? Like, what exactly, what is your point? Like, wrong is wrong regardless. And so I feel like if more people would focus on the wrong and actually trying to get to the bottom line to really look at issues, I feel like you can have way more bipartisan things happening. I feel like you can have people just more understanding across the aisle. So it's been a lot of people deflecting, a lot of people politicizing this, and all of it's sad and it's getting annoying. So while all this was happening, I was going to include this in the video for tonight, but I feel like it'll be better if I kind of do some different videos throughout the week. But during this time, of course, not only, are we hit with this stuff, but the media constantly have us on this roller coaster. So, we're so busy talking about the mass shootings, so we've completely forgotten about Jeffrey Epstein. Where's the freaking $16 billion in Baltimore, the squad, the Democratic debates? I think it's more information that came out about Hillary Clinton emails. Like, it's just so much other stuff going on right now. And not to take away from this, but literally when it comes to the media, they will eat this stuff up and use all the network minutes to address this, because they get a kick out of pushing these other issues to the side. I mean, and we know that, and we should totally know that by now or whatever. So hey Gab, and thank you Gab for helping me get set up on my StreamYard, because I was struggling. Okay. But also, that lets me remember, Gab, I'm glad you're here. Y'all, Gab from Gab Talk Media is going to be interviewing me Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, I think that is. So he's going to just be asking me several questions. It'll probably be a little bit more personable than just my normal YouTube. He'll probably be okay with y'all coming in there. If y'all have any specific questions for me, participating in the chat and stuff like that. So that should be really good. I'm looking forward to it. Probably going to be one of my last interviews, because I don't really plan on doing, more interviews coming forward. So we've been talking about doing it for a while. So just letting y'all know, but I would definitely remind y'all getting closer to Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. But all right, y'all. So like I said, yes, Helena, I'll tweet a reminder and then I'll put a reminder in my community tab on YouTube as well. All right, y'all. So, now, like I said, politicians are, people couldn't wait to have the limelight. People have really used this to upsell their campaigns, upsell their personalities, and really instead of really focusing on the victims. Also, you have, this is obviously so much so politicized for a narrative, okay? For a narrative that to me just shows that these politicians don't really want to fix the issue, okay? And so I'm getting ready to talk about that a little bit and tell y'all why I don't believe they truly want to fix the issue. Not only I don't think they want to fix the issue, I just lost my thought. Hey, Roland. So, Roland, thank you. So, y'all, so some of this stuff, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this too, but I was talking a little bit about this on Instagram last night. And sometimes me seeing all this stuff, honestly, y'all, I get like super discouraged because of the links some people are willing to go just to deny any ounce of just common sense, just common. And so that can be discouraging sometimes, but thankfully Roland sent me some really kind words last night, and so I'm here again doing what I do. So we'll keep going and see what happens. So, thank you, Roland. Hey, Black Introvert. But anyway, so first of all, and let's see how my screen share works, because like I said, this is like my first time. This is my first time using StreamYard, so let's see. All right, we're gonna share my window. Wait, is that right? Huh. Okay, we just gonna do entire screen because I don't like how this looking. But we'll figure it out later. Helena be getting so jealous. Helena, I know you always bigging me up, Helena. I thank you so much, and you always share my stuff. So I appreciate that. I really do. And honestly, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all don't know. Like sometimes I just be sitting thinking, and I be like, man, it's so dope. Like, even though I know YouTube shadow bans me, they censor me. Like, my last 4 or 5 videos, they have completely demonetized. But sometimes I just sit and think I still have literally like 8,000 people that support me, that listen to what I say, or even to consider anything I says. That really means a lot, y'all. So I never take that for granted. And I don't want y'all to think I do, because like I said, sometimes I just sit and I be like, dang, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like people from all over the world. I have people from all over the world writing me, thanking me, sending me information. So like I said, I never take that for granted. But okay, so hopefully, y'all, I'm trying to figure out how this works. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. Let me see if y'all can see that. Okay, cool. So y'all can see that. All right, so this is somebody showing an email that was sent to them by Kamala Harris, right? Literally right after the incident. Probably not even 24 hours. Brent, yesterday in El Paso, 20 people lost their lives at a shopping mall. It was a Saturday afternoon. They were killed by a man with an assault rifle, and it was over in minutes. And then late last night, 9 people were killed during a mass shooting at a bar in Dayton, Ohio, by a man wearing body armor, wielding what has been described as an assault-style weapon. The shooting lasted no more than 1 minute. These are actions. Oh, wait. Did I miss part of it? So maybe the rest isn't showing. But anyway. And then the title of this email was titled like "No More Thoughts and Prayers." Okay. These are actions well within the powers of the presidency, and I will take them. This is a public health emergency that needs to be addressed. We need no more thoughts and prayers. We need action. If you're with me, split a contribution to Gliffers, the Brady campaign to prevent gun violence. And moms demand action for gun sense in America. Donate now. Thank you for adding your voice to this fight. We can't accept this as normal in America. We have to act, and we have to act now. I mean, honestly, what better way to tug and pull on the heartstrings of people than to make them think that you can, come in with presidential authority and save them from all the gun violence going on in the world. like really, like you literally wasted no time. You sent an email right to people. Hey Kylo, hey Nyla. You just hit them right with the email. Donate now. I'll protect you from guns. Like, are you kidding me? How that, like, to me, that's offensive. To me, you are clearly politicizing this. To me, you are trying to use this as a benefit to your campaign. Like, do you give people a moment to grieve? Good grief. And then you have Bernie Sanders, of course. Everybody's talking about assault weapons now. The federal government must ban assault weapons and implement a buyback program to get assault weapons off the streets. Now, I got a lot of common sense folks over here in my chat. Do we honestly believe that a buyback program is going to be enough to influence the type of people? Now, they think by their own accord, they think these people are completely mentally insane. This is a mental health issue. But they think these people have enough sense to come turn in the guns. These people that want to kill people at these type of numbers. Not only that, all right? Let's be real. See, some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all have no clue. But I'm going to let y'all know when y'all come to my channel. Not only were the shootings in El Paso, in Dayton, Ohio, but you also had mass shootings reported in Chicago within this same week. We're going to read a little bit of this and then we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly why I just told y'all they don't want to fix this gun issue. They only want to politicize this gun issue. And we're going to read a little bit of this. We're going to read a little bit of this and I'll tell you why. So many people were shot in Chicago this weekend. Y'all, this is upsetting to me. So many people were shot in Chicago this weekend. A hospital had to briefly stop taking patients. That is devastating. Chicago had 2 mass shootings. So y'all know the definition of mass shootings. There's 3 or more people in an area, right? They had 2 mass shootings within hours of each other on Sunday. In total, 46 people were injured by gun violence in the city over the weekend. Now, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna sit here and point at stats and be like, look here, look at what's happening in Chicago. I'm not trying to deflect. I'm gonna bring something full circle to make it make sense and show y'all how manipulative these politicians really are, okay? Because this discussion, we're not talking about quote unquote gang violence. I'm literally just talking in the term of mass shootings, which literally means 3 or more people. All right. Back-to-back mass shootings in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio shocked the country this weekend. While the nation mourned with vigils and commemorative events, gunmen in Chicago were also wreaking havoc on the city long plagued with violence. Dozens of people were shot over the weekend in Chicago, leaving 7 people dead. See, y'all not ready for these, okay? Leaving 7 people dead and 46 wounded since Friday evening. The city experienced 2 mass shootings within a 4-hour span early Sunday morning. The violence in Chicago came after another mass shooting in Brooklyn the week before. Chicago police say a gunman in a Chevrolet Camaro opened fire on bystanders at a barbecue in Douglas Park. So this was at a park, okay? Hey, Leonard, all but 1 victim were listed as stable. 2 other women were shot within an hour just a few blocks away, the Chicago Tribune reported. Then just before 4 a.m., another 8 people were shot, including 1 fatality in the Lundale neighborhood, CBS Chicago reported. In total, 17 people were shot early Sunday morning alone. A local hospital temporarily stopped accepting patients because it was filled to capacity due to shootings. These are mass shootings. All right, you at a park with your family, you're at a party. See what people are gonna try to say, and this irks me. And y'all have to know like the type of mindsets I'm dealing with and what I'm up against, because you will literally have people. I've never heard so much foolishness in my life. Y'all would think I'm lying. I cannot make this stuff up. You will literally have people say, well, at least when Black people shoot somebody, they have a target. They know who they shooting. They know who they going after. Not if you go in a park and open up guns blazing. These are the perverse mentalities that you have, okay? A mass shooting is a mass shooting. We don't know who the heck is in that park. We don't know. 7 people shot. I think 40-something injured. So many doggone people. Just imagine you in there for a heart attack, a stroke, anything. And they have to stop taking patients because there's so many people coming in there. You probably had a lot of people that were trampled, knocked over. You had people with gun wounds, all type of stuff. All right. But let me tell y'all, because some people just not gonna get it, and that's okay. But let me tell you how I know, and how do I go back to my, okay, there we go. Let me tell y'all how I know they don't give a crap. Follow me. If the politicians in the media really wanted to stop gun violence, right? really wanted to stop mass shootings, if they really wanted to bring people together to have at least one goal in common, think about this. Why would you not talk about all the mass shootings within that week? Why would you not? Why would you not say, hey, this is not just affecting them, it's affecting you. This is not just affecting us, it's affecting them. This is not just affecting one, this is affecting all. Why would they not do that? Why would the media not take that approach? You know why? Because instead of looking for a real, organic, holistic way to look at these issues, they wanted to create a narrative. A narrative that only wanted to talk about white supremacy, not really about gun violence, not really about mass shootings. Think about it. If you have the attention of the nation and you could take the time to really bring people together to fight for one issue that's affecting everybody's communities, one issue that we can all believe in, why not present it that way? Because then you cannot use it to the same extent for political gains. So instead of politicians really wanting to fix gun violence, they use this as a us against Donald Trump talking point. Instead of a let's fix the gun violence talking point. This is something Black people can get behind, white people can get behind, Hispanic people can get behind, because we really want to fix the issue. We really want to protect you. As if the media does not talk about white supremacy and Donald Trump being racist all the time anyway. They've been doing it for 2016, so don't try to make me believe that if they skip this one issue, if they use this one time to try to bring the country together, they couldn't have. It only takes a little bit of common sense. Because why not else say, man, look, they shooting in Texas, they shooting in Ohio, they shooting in Chicago. What we gonna do about this? Let's really make something happen. No. Let's make this about the victims. No. Even though I've been telling y'all since 2016, even before that Trump is racist. Oh, let me tell you one more time. Let me make this one story about this as well. I don't know how many times I have to tell to people, I have to prove to people that these people do not genuinely care about you. There is not a genuine concern for you. You have to care for yourself. You have to care for your community. I literally see people, particularly Black people, on social media, the same people that believe Trump is Hitler, begging for Hitler to take their guns. Tell me if it makes sense. Only a little common sense. The same people that would talk about how much of a failure the drug war was, how the government completely failed us, but government, please take our guns. Welfare system did not work. But I just know y'all can do a gun ban right. I just have faith. I feel it. Crime bill, total disaster. But please take my guns. That's the one thing I feel y'all may get right. Public school systems. Federal and state mandated public school integration. Failure. But the gun issue, y'all can do it. I don't know why. I don't get it. People will negate all of their common sense, everything they know, everything they've seen with their own two eyes, because this is the narrative. It's only a narrative that the media is pushing right now. Right now. 2 weeks ago, a week ago, nobody cared. Everybody was talking about the squad and talking about this and talking about that. I don't even know what we was talking about. So this idea, number one, that they even care, because they clearly don't. Like I told y'all, if they really care, this is the perfect time. It's actually so freaking opportune that it's uncanny. For any person that was really trying to work for the people, bring people together and say, hey, I think you could agree on this issue, and I think you could also agree on this issue, and I'm going to tell you how. This is how we're going to do it. So for one, for people to even think they care, and two, for people to think that they could go about and handle this issue reasonably and correctly after we've seen so many failed, disastrous policies, particularly with the inner cities. I just really want to understand. You know what I mean? I just really want to understand what it is in people's mind telling them that. A very expensive billion-dollar drug war, yet every single year, drugs, both legal and illegal. But even if you think about the quote unquote legal ones, a lot of those legal ones are being moved illegally. So after billions of dollars put into a drug war, if the government can't fix that, you still have thousands, hundreds of thousands of people dying each year from drug overdoses and drug abuse. You still have thousands of people going to jail every year for selling drugs, even though it's illegal. So this should prove to you that people that have criminal behavior, the laws being on the books are not going to stop them. It's not going to stop them. How the media is able to get people to not only completely abandon their good common sense, but not only do so, but to do it so gleefully and to do it so adamantly. I'm like, do y'all even know what you're saying? And then not only that, I've told y'all on this issue, Trump may be more pro 2A, but in a lot of ways, I've told you I truly believe that Trump is a populist. Regardless of this, tough demeanor that Trump has, I really think he has an inner desire to police different groups of people and appeal to them in certain ways, right? This is why I believe we have him trying to help ASAP Rocky in Sweden. He's literally so the media widely covered that, but Trump was literally going to, I think it was African countries, if I'm not mistaken, trying to get their government to stop to basically be more accepting of LGBT people, right? The media barely talked about this because they want you to truly believe Trump and all his supporters hate LGBT people, which is just not the case, but was literally going to other countries trying to, at the very least, give these people the freedom to life, right? The life in other countries, because in some of these countries, we're way more modernized and progressive than people would have y'all to believe, compared to a lot of these other countries. But in some of these other countries, man, these people will kill you, stone you to death, whatever, and not think twice about you. Honestly. So those are just 2 examples, but there's several examples of him basically trying to appease these different groups. And even though I think people try to, make him out to be like this super tough guy, I really do believe that to some extent he's trying to prove a point. Like, I want to do a little bit for everybody. But anyway, so you even have Trump coming out. I've done a video about this, calling for red flag laws. Once before, he's called to up the age of gun ownership. I believe it's at 18, if I'm not mistaken. And he was trying to up that to, or not trying to, but he mentioned it, upping that to 21. And then we also know that he was the one that put a bump stock ban in place. So just let me show y'all this video real quick of what he was talking about. Let's see. Where was it?
Must make sure that those judged to pose a grave risk to public safety do not have access to firearms, and that if they do, those firearms can be taken through rapid due process. That is why I have called for red flag laws, also known as extreme risk protection orders.
Governor Polis signed Colorado's red flag bill back on April 12th, but it is still embroiled in Bill had died in.
All right, so y'all see that. And then I did a video about this in the past.
Essentially write it out. So you won't have to worry about bump stock. Shortly, that'll be gone. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case. I'd just like to ask Joe and Pat, in your bill, what are you doing about the 18 to 21?
We don't change that.
Okay, are you going to leave that?
That's whatever you want to do.
I think you're going to have to iron out that problem, because I'm asked that question more than almost any other question. Are you going to 21 or not? Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified. They want to do what's right, and they're going to do what's right. I really believe that. And they do have great power. I agree with it. They have great power over you people. They They have less power over me. I've been here for a little more than a year. What surprises me more than anything else is that nothing's been done for all these years. Because I really see a lot of common ground.
You can buy a Tech-9. I mean, you can buy all these weapons.
Well, this is what you're going to have to discuss, Joe.
Bullets.
Yeah, Joe and Pat, you're going to have to discuss that. You'll sit down with Diane and everybody else, and you'll come up with something. I'd rather have you come down on the strong side instead of the weak side. The weak side would be.
So y'all get the gist of this. And let's see, here we go. And so, as y'all can see there, I mean, the bump stock ban was already put into place. Four Horsemen said Trump has to realize no matter how much he concedes to the other side, they will still hate him. And, I definitely agree with that, but I actually think that he is a lot more, I honestly think he wants to work across the aisle naturally. I don't even necessarily think it's trying to concede. I actually think it's who he is, that he does want to work across the aisle, but the media would have you actually believe that that's not the case. But if you actually look at him speak, right? So if you actually look at the stuff he says on C-SPAN, if you look at the legislation that he passes, stuff he gets behind and stuff he believes in, I actually believe that it's him, not necessarily trying to concede, but I feel like he's actually trying to prove something to himself as well. So we'll see what happens, but like I'm telling y'all, at the end of the day, regardless of what these people do, there is a real problem going on that's so much deeper than can be fixed with a law. Okay, this is why I brought up the drug thing. You can put any laws you want against drugs, but what these people are doing are literally trying to numb themselves to their lives. A lot of these people have mental health issues. A lot of these people are struggling because their doctors are corrupt. Instead of trying to find real ways to heal and help people, they drug them up. So there are underlying issues that people are dealing with. There are mental and emotional issues that people are dealing with that you cannot legislate away. You can't legislate away. And Trump knows that, and Kamala Harris knows that, and Bernie Sanders know that. They know that. But they will manipulate us. They will use us as puppets for their political campaign, when really, truly, they're not trying to help the people. They're not trying to protect you. And like I said, honestly, are these the people you want protecting you? The people that can't even get the freaking public school system right? The people that put all this money, billions of dollars, into a drug war that miserably failed and left hundreds of thousands of fathers in jail? So, hey, send clips. But so like I said, these people, first of all, they can't fix it, not in this way. But they continue to use it to sell these ideas and sell dreams to y'all, and then we turn around and we will completely negate and overlook every single thing we've seen with our own eyes, every single problem that we found with the government. Don't trust the government, but now all of a sudden we trust them when they tell us to, or when it's convenient for them. It just doesn't make sense, man. People have to stop abandoning their just straight common sense. It's just straight. I mean, it's straightforward. Hey, BL Ranch. Hey, Will Morris. And And I was about to say something about the red flag laws. What was I about to say? It's going to come back to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I know what I was going to say. And then another thing, like, so if you don't know what the red flag laws is, let me just tell you a little bit right now. Okay, so this is from wikipedia.com. So in the United States, a red flag law is a gun violence prevention law that permits police or family members to petition a state court to order the temporary removal of firearms from a person who may present a danger to others or themselves. A judge makes the determination to issue the order based on statements and actions made by the gun owner in question. Refusal to comply with the order is punishable as a criminal offense. After a set time, the guns are returned to the person from whom they were seized unless another court hearing extends the period of confiscation. So this is the thing. And this is another reason why I say they have to get to the core issue. You can't just keep overlooking the true issue, is because red flag laws, you're telling us this is about mental health. You're concerned about people's mental health. You care about mental health. But if you look at red flag laws, they are gun laws, not laws that have any type of mental health stipulations tied to them. They don't. So tell me if this makes sense to you, right? First of all, a police or somebody in your family, I mean, and we always know there are going to be things that slip through the cracks. So that person can just be like, oh, Brandon Pittman is dangerous. He's a danger to me. He's a danger to himself. You need to take Pittman's guns, okay? And so you show up in court and they're like, yeah, we saw something you put on Twitter that's telling us that you're a little bit unstable. So they take your guns for a period of time. And what do? They send you home. So according to them, you're mentally unstable. They take your guns. So that mentally unstable person, and I'm not saying Brandon Pittman is mentally unstable, y'all. I'm not saying it at all. But I'm saying, so this person that was just in court that is quote unquote mentally stable, right? This person that was already having those same thoughts. So let's say this person was suicidal, whatever. You sending them home, taking their gun is not going to change those thoughts. Those thoughts still persist. And if somebody is that unstable, they will find a way to do what they were going to do. That's just the truth of the matter. Not even to mention how if this person is so unstable, how even going through their process can literally exacerbate the situation anyway. So, mentally unstable. Oh, he said, who decides what mentally unstable means? The judge. And that's another thing, NPR. That's why I said that these red flag laws don't look at, gun violence. I'm sorry. These red flag laws do not look at mental health from a genuine perspective of concern. It's strictly to deny the rights of gun usage, right? Because if not, you would have other things attached to these laws that would have some type of mental evaluation or have you go to some type of facility for some type of follow-up or something like that. But it's no, you come to court, we decide if we're going to take your guns, we'll take your guns, you go home. And like Cajun said, red flag laws would impact veterans the most. Absolutely. Absolutely. And think about this, y'all. Think about this society now, and you have a lot of these doctors that are so corrupt. Think about all the people you already have on these drugs. Think about a woman that may be on depression drugs from a abusive relationship, not drugs for depression, as a result of an abusive relationship, but she still needs to protect herself from an abuser, right? So there are nuances to these issues that these laws are just a big catch-all that won't work to the extent that they're trying to make us believe they will, right? So it's all, I mean, it's all a show. It's all a show. They're using this to boost their campaigns. I think a few of the Democrats are, if I'm not mistaken, they're having some type of gun stop the, no, let me see, what was it? Some type of campaign with gun violence activist or something. Y'all may know what I'm talking about, but so we'll see what happens. I'm definitely 100% not against mental health being talked about. I definitely don't think that we should politicize, or skirt around the issues. A lot of people act like this is some type of video game. Like, this is real life, y'all. Like, this is real life. Like, people are dying. You know what I'm saying? And nobody in their right mind should try to, like, deflect from that because other people are dying. I just don't get that. You know what I mean? So I'm not against fixing issues, but let's fix them in a way that doesn't, first of all, tread on people's God-given rights. And second of all, I can't even remember the second thing I was going to say. Probably that these things just need to make sense overall. And I don't think that's too much to ask for. We shouldn't be riled up every couple of weeks and batteries put into our back, and they move our puppet strings, and it's on us to, oh, y'all be mad now, be mad about this because this is what's in the news cycle now. And then they just make their money, they fill their pockets, the media and the politicians, and they go on with their lives while they are literally secured 24 hours around the clock with people who carry guns. So, oh, and not to only mention, and this reminded me because of what Third Degree Burns said, how can you think in your mind, this comes back to common sense, how can you think in your mind that many of these laws on the books disproportionately affect Black people, and in turn believe that these gun laws won't somehow affect Black people? I don't know the statistics off the top of my head, but I've seen a lot of people talk about how Black people suffer from mental illness in great numbers, right? So all it's gonna take is for police to be like, this guy has mental illness, let's take his gun. And if that judge is on board, then that's just that. I mean, that's how pretty simple the process they're trying to make it. So sometimes we just have to look at these things, man, in a common sense, from a common sense perspective. And not only that, like I tell y'all time and time again, I always try to challenge myself to be consistent in my beliefs. You know what I mean? I really challenge myself to do that. And I mean, we're human. Sometimes you really have to like get yourself together and think through things. But I would be remiss to get on here and talk to y'all about how much of a failure that the crime bill has been, while also trying to convince y'all that they should come take the guns from the people that have already been disproportionately affected from that. It just doesn't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense. So, but those are my thoughts on that. I did want to just come on here and talk about that tonight. So, like I said, probably sometime within the next 2 weeks, there will be another viral story, and the media will completely pull this out of everybody's psyche. People will move on with their lives, and these politicians will not move forward. Once y'all have forgotten about it, they will not move forward to address nor fix these issues until it's politically motivated again to do so, until it's politically convenient for them. And then also, by not fixing the issues, it always gives us something to argue about, always something to hope for, to look for the politicians to do, right? Because they try to make us believe that we need them. We need them to protect us and look out for us and be there for us and protect our communities and have the guns and secure us and shield us. And so if they don't fix the issues and they don't move to fix the issues and they only argue about the issues, that just continues to give us something to argue and go back and forth about. So that's why I try to tell people it's nothing wrong with growing over time, because I've seen a lot of my views grow over time. But even in that moment, in that point in time, you have to be like consistent. Like, that just makes sense. I'm not saying your position can't change 5 years from now, but from 8:51 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m., your position should be consistent. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna hop off here for tonight. I have some more videos that will be coming this week. We'll be talking about more stuff that the media is either not talking about or barely talking about, or they have completely distracted you from, using all of their network minutes to stuff that they really have no interest in fixing in the first place. So anyway, thank y'all for rocking with me tonight. Y'all have a good night. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video so this video can get out. Also, this is my first time using StreamYard, so I'm going to be seeing how I like this going forward. So y'all make sure y'all give me some feedback later. Let me know how you like the screen share and the little setup and all that. And then also, I forgot to talk about that video tonight. I might have to do a separate video about that. Did y'all see the video from the socialist convention? Cajun just made me think about that. So y'all don't clap. Y'all gonna make my anxiety go crazy. Don't clap for me tonight. Just give me the jazz hands or whatever. So I'll probably do a video about that this week. And then also, don't forget, I'm going to be doing that interview Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central with Gab from Gab Talk Media. So like I said, it'll be a little bit personable. If y'all there, he'll probably take some questions from the floor, whatever like that. So, all right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.